For years I've had an attachment to a certain character and I like to use her in every game I play. It started years ago when I first began Final Fantasy XIV, but she is actually based on the idea of my firstborn child in Rune Factory 3 that I had with Pia. And since I used it in every game I played, I started to wonder what she would be like in Arknights. So I designed her, and today I would like to show you the results. Introducing Whirl Miyako. Firstly, I want to give a big thank you to Starry and Luffy for the amazing art they did for Whirl. You can find their links in the description below. They are amazing artists and amazing friends. Whirl Miyako is a 6-star specialist operator. Originally I wanted to make her a caster, but I decided to change it because of the overall design concept I had for her. Her regular attacks deal damage twice, but note her range. She is a single target caster in terms of her range, and her attacks deal arts damage. Groundbreaking, I know. Her talent Embolden allows her to buff those around her within a certain range, and her second talent Stardust allows her to regen people affected by Embolden. Now let's talk about what really made her a specialist and not a caster. Her skills. Skill 1 Adagio works like AF Yellow's skill 2 in a sense, but instead of dealing damage, it slows and turns her attacks into an AoE that deals half damage to those around the target. The half damage is a reference to her Final Fantasy XIV heritage, much like Ashe has 31 bullets for her skill, referencing her Rainbow Six heritage. Healing Stance is a skill that needs a better name, but my terrible naming aside, it allows her to switch between being a healer and being a caster, much like Silver Ashe can switch his stance with skill 2. Her attack speed decreases to 3 seconds, which is the attack speed of a single target healer, and she gains a single target healer's range. Her Emboldened talent also has its range extended to her entire attack range and increases the talent effect by a certain amount based off skill level. Now skill 3 Star Shatterer is literally one of my favorites, and I swear I came up with this way before I knew what card Amiya does. So firstly, her passive turns her into a melee unit much like Magellan's drones, which change depending on which skill you select. When activated, she gets a pretty nice attack increase, her attacks deal AoE damage, her attacks have an RNG chance to deal double damage, and once hit 5 times during the skill's duration, enemies take true damage from Whirl. Oh, and she gets a small bit of range. Now I did not include numbers because it can be made to be balanced and I'm terrible at that, but I do want to talk about her kit for a second. I love the idea of COB doing many different things based on what skill you used and combine them with a few other things I know in game, and it fit Whirl perfectly. You see, Whirl is by Final Fantasy terms a red mage. This is a caster that can do everything, but not as well as someone who specializes in it. She can slow, but a support would do it better. She can heal, but a dedicated healer would do better. She can be a melee guard, but there's like a million broken ones. So while her kit may seem broken, it's her ability to adapt to every encounter that makes her strong. I wrote out her entire profile and I will link it in the description if you want to go read on that, but I think this one voice line I wrote shows what I mean. I was told I could be one of the strongest fighters if I focused completely on combat, but I want to use my arts to help, not just defeat others. There's a few things I left out about her, like why her clothes changed quite a bit with her E2 art, and I would love to see your theories in the comments. But remember how in the beginning I said I like to use Whirl in every game I play? Well, I'm going to be using Whirl in a D&D campaign that you can watch over at the Harmoses channel. We will be going live every Sunday, so be sure to come and catch us there. We recently did a Q&A, and there's also this video I made to show you what our D&D campaign is like if you want a small taste. Anyway, that is the end of the video. Comment down below what you think and tell me if you ever designed your own operator as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye and good night.